Next topic, instance variables. What is an instant variable? Instant variables are the variables which are declared inside a class and outside a methods or constructor or block is called instance variables. Suppose if I take an example, so here I am declaring a class A. Inside a class A, here I am declared int A. So now, as per the definition, we are declaring a variable inside a class A and outside the method. So this is a public static void main is a method. So I am declaring int A is outside of this method. So if you are declaring any variable in this area, means inside a class and outside the method, so those variables are called instance variables. Instance variables are created when object of the class is created and destroyed when object is destroyed. Means, so for every class we must create object. So at the time of object creation, this instance variables will be created. Even if you are declared also, when this will be loaded into the memory, means when you are creating object to that particular class, at that time this these variables will be created. All instance variables are created object creation and destroyed when object is destroyed. Next point, we are able to access instance variables only inside a class and any number of methods. Unlike local methods, in local methods, if you are declaring any variable within the method, that the scope of that local variable is only that particular method. But in instance variable, if you are declaring any variable as an instance, that variable will be available in all the methods inside that class. Directly you can access without creating any object, you can access. If you want to access outside class, you must create object to that particular class and you can access. Next thing, initialization of instance variable is not mandatory. JVM automatically allocates the default values. In local variables, so initialization is a mandatory. If you are not initializing any value, it will lead to compilation error. But in instance variable, so it is not mandatory. If you even if you are not initialized also, JVM automatically it allocates the default values. Okay, we will see all these points are programmatically. Next, unlike static variable, so instance variables have their own separate copy. If it means if any updation done in instance variable, that will be reflect on other object. Suppose if you, so as I said, all instance variables are created at object creation. Means each and every object will have their separate variables, and their separate data. If any data will change, that will not reflect on other objects. So this point also we will see with the programmatically. Next, instance variables are not allowed inside static area directly, but using object it will allow. Means, so inside static area we cannot access on instance variables directly. The reason, so all the static variables are created at the time of class loading, but all instance variables are created at object creation. Without creating object, we cannot access instance variables into the static area. If you want to access these instance variables inside static area, you must create an object. So, but by using object, it will allow. Means, after creating object, you can access instance variables. Now we will see all these points are programmatically. I have a program like so I have a program. In this program, I am declaring a variable int a equals to 10. Now this is a instance variable, means so as per the instance variable definition, so if you declare any variable inside a class and outside a method is called instance variable. Now here I am declaring a variable a, so that is inside of this test class and outside of this main method. So now this is called instance variable. Now instance variable, the scope of instance variable is directly we can access in all methods inside this class. Okay, suppose I have some methods, so assume in all methods we can access this variable, that is a. Okay, so now I want to access this one, means you must create object. So as we know that all instance variables are created at the time of object creation, so we must create object. If you are not creating object, so it is not possible to access instance variable, so you must create object. So test slash, and so here I'm calling t dot m1, next t dot m2, next t dot m3. Now run your program. Now we will see it is working or not. Yes, it is printing all 3 times. Why means, so 3 times we are using system.out.println. So 3 times it will work. So the scope of this instance variable means, so within the class we can access any number of methods. Outside the class, if you want to access, you must create an object to this class and you can access. Now, as we know that this is the instance variable and this is the static area. So instance variables are directly not allowed to inside a static area. Suppose if you want to print anything, so this is also one method, main is also one method. Suppose if I want to access this a inside the static area, so how can we say it is a static area means? So here we are using static keyword. So if any name or if any block, if any method which associate with the static keyword, then it becomes a static area. Now this is a static block. Okay, now this is a static block or static method. Inside a static area, we cannot access this instance variables directly. Now say here, so here we are getting error. The reason, so we are accessing inside a static, so that instance variable. Now see here, non-static variable cannot be referenced from static context. So it is not possible. So if you want to access this one, you have to use object. Now this is allowed. Now this is allowed. Yes, it is printing 4 times now. Now initialization of instance variable is not mandatory. If initialization is instance variable is not mandatory, JVM automatically allocates the default value. So suppose if I take an example, so here I'm using 10, next boolean some b, here I'm declaring, next double d equals to d, next byte b. So b already there, so do one thing, so take int type next or else byte. Okay, suppose if you want to print these values, now in M1 I want to print these 3 values. Now so these two are not required as of now, so I'm not calling this is also not required. So suppose if you run this example, if you run this application, now we will see. So first it will print 10, then after, so the value is what the value, so here we are printing a value 10, so it is assigned value. Now second one is what boolean b. In boolean b I just declare the boolean variable, but I'm not initialized anything. If you're not initialized anything means, so JVM automatically it will allocate the default value. Next, third one is what double type. So double type is by default in Java, every floating value is a double type. So it will return 0.0. Next is int I. So as we know that int default value is 0, so it is printing 0. Means even if you are not assigning any values, so JVM automatically allocates the default values. So by this we can conclude that initialization is not mandatory for instance variables. Next point, unlike static variables, instance variables have their own separate copy. Means if any updation done in instance variable, that will not reflect on other objects. Suppose if we take an example, so I have a program, I'm removing everything now. So assume I have a object like, so object object 1, I have 3 objects. Now I'm printing all 3 objects data. So system dot out.println, so obj dot a. Same the way I want to print the remaining objects data. obj2 and obj3. Now after printing all this data, now I want to update object 1's data like obj dot a equals to sum 10. Now after not 10, so assume take 10,000. Now just control and paste here. Okay, so now what will happen, we will see. Now see here, so first it will print all 3 object data. So object data, so what is the object? So this object consists a, so a value is a 10. So second object also contains a, so a value is a 10 and a 10, and so, and coming to next object, so this a, now it becomes 10,000. Now it becomes this 10,000. This object once data now becomes 10,000. So this 10,000 will be reflect on only objects once data, but it will not reflect on other objects. So if you try to print object once, so it will print 10,000. But when you print object 2, object 3's data remains the same as previous one. That is a 10 and a 10. So this will not, means if any updation done in the object's data, so that will not reflect on other objects. So that is an instance variable. But if you take a static variable, suppose if you declare a static variable, so if any updation done in one variable, that will be reflect on another objects. Now if you want, you can see here. Now here first it will print object 1, object 2, object 3's data is a 10, 10, 10. So no updations are not done at here. So here we are doing some updations. So that is what object 1 equals to a is 10,000. Now we are updating only object 1's data. Even we are not even touch what object 2 and object 3, but so this data, this updation will be reflected on all objects. So how many objects in your class, that many objects this
data will be updated. So object 1, object 2, object 3, so automatically it change. See here we are changing only one object type, but here it is reflecting remaining objects. So the value 10,000 and 10,000. So this is the difference between static variables and instance variable.